Born to take revenge on the Baron of Latveria, his home country, and the rest of humanity, Victor Von Doom, aka Dr. Doom's arrival could come sooner than the Fantastic Four, the group he is mostly associated with, as soon as the upcoming Black Panther sequel, where he could step in as the new ruler of the country, only to portray them at the end. A perfect debut of a complex character as his, don't you think? For quite a while now, we have all been witnesses to Marvel's announcement of the first Marvel family coming to the MCU, and despite all the time that has passed, the company is still hiding not a lot, but everything regarding the project, from people working on it, the casting group, all the way to what the movie will even be about, with the only thing known to us all being the release date, and it is going to be released on November 8, 2024. A subject that could change as the MCU unfolds, and much like how the anticipation of the Fantastic Four reboot has grown over the past few months, the one character most associated with the group has as well: the arrival of Victor Von Doom, or simply Dr. Doom. The character's arrival is imminent, and I am sure you're as hyped as I am about this MCU debut. However, as we all wait for his debut, let's have a look at what exactly you should expect from the sovereign monarch of Latveria. Together with his mastery of both science and mysticism, Dr. Doom throughout Marvel history, both in the comics and in the live action, has been one of the most powerful foes the mightiest heroes ever faced. And ever since his debut back in 1962, he has been nothing but trouble for the Fantastic Four as well, never letting up or showing any kind of weaknesses for that regard, which is also yet another reason why I am eagerly waiting for his debut in the MCU. That might come sooner than we might expect, but more on that a little bit further down the line. From the looks of things, as in all the previous iterations of the Fantastic Four movies, Dr. Doom will surely play a huge part in the upcoming Marvel Studios version of the first family. However, he is not only a menace to the group, he has also shown himself to be a formidable opponent for the entire Marvel Universe as well, meddling with his fingers wherever there is a place to do so. After all, he has pretty much encountered just about every other hero or villain in the Marvel Universe in the comics at one point or another, and has remained a star player in numerous stories over the 6 decades since his appearance. I have hyped Dr. Doom so much, but does he deserve the recognition that I've given him thus far? Well, there is only one way to find out, and I think we should begin with his origin story. What makes him tick, and everything that revolves around the character that makes him what he is. But before I do that, make sure to hit that like button if you haven't done so already. And with that out of the way, let me continue. Son of Warner and Cynthia Von Doom, a Latverian doctor and a Romany witch, respectively, Victor Von Doom's life was changed ever since he was a young age, when his mother sold her soul to the demon Mephisto in exchange to free her people from persecution. However, nothing went as planned, and instead, she was damned for eternity as she could not control the magical powers that she had gained. Still at a young age, Victor, soon after his mother, loses his father after he is not able to save the terminally ill wife of Baron Vladimir Fortunov, which is also the moment when Victor swears to take revenge not only on the Baron, but on all humanity, a short-lived life that eventually turns him into a villain. Outside of his parents, Victor has shown affection for only one more person in his life, Valeria, a girl of similar age that comes from the same traveling Romany clan as his mother, who also lost both of her parents at a very young age. Growing up to become an engineering prodigy, Victor finds himself with a scholarship in his hands for State University in New York. This is also the time where he first meets Reed Richards, the man who eventually becomes his rival, Mr. Fantastic. After being expelled from the school, Victor sees Reed as the one to blame for, after which he goes into hiding and joins a group of Tibetan monks, and a time when he builds the suit of armor that not only gives him powers, but also hides his scarred face from the explosion of the failed project that Reed warned him about, and the one that gets him expelled. He then goes back to Latveria, kills the Baron, and establishes himself as Latveria's sovereign, and from this point on, he goes on a quest to seek nothing less than world domination and the destruction of Reed Richards. This is the all-around origin story for Dr. Doom, with so many other events taking place under his care, including the likes of the Secret War storyline from the comics, for which I will talk about shortly. Associated with the likes of the Fantastic Four, many fans think this movie will be where he will make his debut. However, what if I tell you that there is a chance that he might show up in the MCU before the Fantastic Four, as soon as the upcoming Black Panther Wakanda Forever movie that will release on November 11, 2022. In the Marvel Comics, Doom has his connections to the likes of Wakanda, and he often approaches Black Panther with respect, admiring him as a fellow good leader who rules over his country well, which respect is also one of the key things that makes Doctor Doom a bitter enemy of Black Panther. There is no doubt about it that Doctor Doom will play a huge role in the events to come, particularly in MCU's Phase 6. However, his history in the comics might suggest that we could see his debut even earlier than that. The first hint of the character we got came through Mr. Fantastic from Earth 838, who used Doom's time portal from the comics in the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness movie, a hint which, put together with a synopsis given about the upcoming Black Panther sequel, sure leaves a lot of room for his arrival in that movie, with the Wakandian people somehow having connections to Doom's nation of Latveria. According to the synopsis, the leaders of Wakanda band together, and I quote, to protect their nation from intervening world powers in the wake of King T'Challa's death, with the trailer of the movie revealing the main nation in opposition to Wakanda being that of Atlantis, with Prince Namor at the helm of things. A plot that looks very similar to the storyline from the comics called Doom War, where Doctor Doom has a lot to say. Black Panther Wakanda Forever would be a great place for the introduction of Doctor Doom and his complex character, which could showcase the character as he smashes that subscribe button and rings the notification bell. But in all seriousness, the movie could showcase Doctor Doom as more than just a one-dimensional bad guy, something his looks point towards when you first see him. In the comics, one character that had a significant presence in the Secret War storyline that is also coming to the MCU in the 5th Avengers movie was Doctor Doom, which is why I think he will be at the helm of things as the organizer of one of the biggest events in the Marvel Universe to date. In the comics, Doctor Doom kills Thanos in cold blood and rules over Battleworld in a time when the multiverse is destroyed, using the powers given to him by the Beyonder, one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel Universe. For context, Battleworld is the planet where the Secret War storyline takes place. As for the destruction of the multiverse, well, it happens when the greatest heroes of the Marvel Universe were unable to stop different incursions of reality from destroying each other. Sounds familiar, right? And I think this destruction of the multiverse will happen in the Avengers: The Kang Dynasty movie, which will be followed by the likes of the Avengers Secret Wars movie, which will also mark the end of the multiverse saga, forging himself to become the most powerful leader from a young age. And him being at the helm of Battleworld and the ruler of it surely point toward a theory that could very well become a reality at the end of the multiverse saga. See you in the next video.